junior quarterback Dallas Seeley scored 3 rushing touchdowns in the first half and added another through the air as the Wildcats defeated the University of Incarnate Word 45-20. And the game was neck and neck early on as Incarnate Word scored with just 9 seconds left in the first quarter to cut the Wildcats' lead to 7-6. But ACU scored 28 unanswered points the rest of the first half to take a 35-6 cushion into halftime. In the second half, the game was a little more evenly matched. In fact, UIW outscored the Wildcats 14-10 through the second half. However, the Wildcats did win the turnover margin 2-0 thanks to an interception by Sam Denmark and a fumble recovery by Jamar Mack. The Wildcats now are 2-1 in conference and win their first road game in 14 tries, as that last win dates back to 2014.
With both teams looking for a crucial win, ACU visited the Incarnate Word Cardinals for their home opener. ACU turned out to be a rude guest from the get-go as it totaled 447 total yards, which almost doubled the Cardinals' 237. The Wildcats also found the end zone on 5 of its first 8 possessions and would have made it 6 if not for 3 straight penalties. ACU was flagged 7 times for 65 yards on the day. Nonetheless, the Wildcat offense moved the ball at will for most of the first half, and on its second drive of the game, it was junior quarterback Dallas Seeley capping an 8-play, 65-yard drive with a 2-yard QB sneak. The Cardinals would remain competitive through the first quarter, though. Quarterback Sean Brophy found Jamari Gilbert on the right sideline on the ensuing drive, and Gilbert took it 41 yards to set up 1st and goal for the Cardinals. A connection between Derek Mitchell and Brophy from 6 yards out closed out the drive, but UIW would still trail 7-6 at the end of the first after a failed extra point. It was all the Wildcats the rest of the half. ACU scored on 4 of its next 5 possessions to build a huge second quarter lead. The first of the touchdowns was set up by a 47-yard pass to senior Troy Grant that was originally ruled a touchdown, but eventually down at the 1. This gave Seeley a chance to earn his second score of the day in just as many carries, as ACU led 14-6 just 24 seconds into the second quarter. On its next drive, the ACU offense was back at it again. This time it was Seeley connecting with sophomore Deshaun Qualls down the seam for 29 yards to set up his quarterback for his 3rd rushing touchdown on the day. Seeley took the read option in from 13 yards out to give the Wildcats a comfortable 21-6 advantage. After finding senior Carl Whitley in the corner of the end zone to give ACU a 28-6 lead, sophomore running back Tracy James entered the scoring scene. James scampered in from 6 yards out to finish a 28-0 second quarter scoring run. ACU was 1 illegal block away from taking a 42-6 lead into halftime when Whitley bounced a 4th down reception to the outside and found his way to the end zone. But the play was called back and another penalty pushed the Wildcats out of field goal range as they settled for a 35-6 halftime lead. Senior kicker Nick Grau gave his team a 38-6 cushion on his only attempt of the night from 28 yards out. But after allowing points on 5 of its previous 6 possessions, UIW defense found life. The Cardinals got a hand on junior punter Simon Larilla's punt, and their offense took over at the ACU 10-yard line. It was just one play for Brophy as he converted his second touchdown pass of the day, this time to Giselle Parra. But after entering the game in relief of Seeley to begin the 4th quarter, redshirt freshman Luke Anthony connected with sophomore Justin Miller on a short screen pass, and Miller did the rest, taking it 34 yards to give ACU a 45-13 lead with 11:32 left in the 4th. UIW would answer on its following possession as Raekwon Dickens found the goal line from 7 yards out, bringing the lead to its final at 45-20. The defense now has 10 takeaways on the year and is allowing just 23.8 points per game. It also allowed just 35 rushing yards to a run-focused offense in UIW. Seeley led the offense with 306 yards and a touchdown on 21 of 31 passing and had 27 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground.
ACU now looks ahead to the matchup back at home against McNeese State. For Optimist Sports, I'm Jonathan Rates.